Good morning. Today we will be seeing about Jarabaks Cephalometric analysis, which was introduced by Dr. Joseph R. Jarabak in 1972. This analysis is particularly useful in assessing vertical growth problems such as in patients having open bite or in deep bite cases. The analysis of the facial height ratio and other angular measurements that are measured will help the orthodontist identify whether a patient is having a tendency for excessive vertical or horizontal growth. Now moving on into the analysis, the main measurements includes the gonial angle. The gonial angle consists of the points AR, GO and ME. It is divided into upper gonial angle and lower gonial angle. The upper gonial angle is formed between the line from articulate to gonion and from gonion to nasion. The upper gonial angle primarily reflects the inclination of the ramus of the mandible relative to the cranial base. So a large upper gonial angle will suggest a more vertical growth of mandible and a small indicates more horizontal growth. The lower gonial angle is formed between the line from gonion to menton and the line from gonion to nasion. The lower gonial angle will indicate the relationship between the ramus and the body of the mandible. So a large gonial angle is associated with more vertically oriented mandible, and a smaller lower gonial angle will suggest a horizontal growth pattern. Next, the anterior facial height. The AFH is the vertical distance from the nasion to the menton. This is indicating the total anterior facial height of the patient. The posterior facial height is the next measurement, which is from sella to gonion. This measures the posterior vertical dimension of the patient. So this anterior and posterior facial height is going to contribute the Jarabaks ratio or the Jarabaks index, that is the posterior facial height by anterior facial height into 100. A normal ratio is around 62 to 65%. This ratio gives insight into the balance between the posterior and anterior facial heights. So a balanced ratio typically will reflect a harmonious growth pattern, and higher values will suggest horizontal growth pattern, and if the value is low, it indicates a vertical growth pattern. Thank you.